The Chandrasekhar limit, a cornerstone of stellar astrophysics, represents the maximum mass threshold, approximately 1.4 times that of the Sun, 1.4 m, beyond which a white dwarf star can no longer maintain hydrostatic equilibrium through electron degeneracy pressure, leading to catastrophic collapse and the potential formation of a neutron star or black hole. Discovered in the early 1930s by Indian-American physicist Subramanian Chandrasekhar, this limit dictates the endpoint of stellar evolution for low to intermediate mass stars, those with initial masses between about 0.08 and 8 m, which shed their outer layers in planetary nebulae and leave behind compact white dwarf remnants. Without this limit, white dwarfs could theoretically accrete mass indefinitely, but the balance between quantum mechanical repulsion from degenerate electrons and gravitational contraction sets a hard boundary, ensuring that only stars below this mass cool into stable, Earth-sized cinders over trillions of years. Chandrasekhar's insight, rooted in the interplay of special relativity, quantum mechanics, and general relativity, not only resolved puzzles in white dwarf stability, but also illuminated broader themes in cosmology, such as the progenitors of Type Ia supernovae, which serve as standard candles for measuring cosmic distances. In 2025, as telescopes like the James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, probe ancient stellar remnants, the limit remains a predictive powerhouse, with recent refinements using machine learning to model white dwarf cooling sequences, confirming its value while exploring edge cases in binary systems. This rule underscores the universe's unforgiving precision. Stars die not from whim, but from the inexorable tug-of-war between quantum defiance and gravitational tyranny. Subramanian Chandrasekhar's derivation of the limit, conceived during his 1930 voyage from India to England aboard the SS Naldera, marked a pivotal fusion of emerging quantum theory with classical astrophysics, challenging the era's giants like Arthur Eddington, who dismissed it as overly relativistic. At just 19, Chandrasekhar, inspired by Ralph Fowler's 1926 work on white dwarf densities, and Enrico Fermi's insights into degeneracy pressure, calculated the maximum mass by equating the inward gravitational force with the outward pressure from a Fermi gas of electrons obeying the Pauli exclusion principle. His 1931 paper in the philosophical magazine, The Maximum Mass of a White Dwarf, posited that as mass increases, electrons must occupy higher energy states to avoid overlapping, boosting pressure via relativistic speeds nearing light's velocity, yet even this caps at 0.91 m initially, later refined to 1.44 m with improved constants. Eddington's scorn, calling it absurd for ignoring non-relativistic simplifications, delayed acceptance. But Chandrasekhar's persistence, honed at Cambridge under Eddington's tutelage and later at Chicago, vindicated him. By the 1950s, observations of Sirius B's mass, 1.02 m, aligned perfectly. In 2025, biographical retrospectives, including those tied to the Chandrasekhar X-ray Observatory's legacy, celebrate this as a triumph of youthful audacity, where a ship's porthole scribbles birthed a rule governing stellar demise across the cosmos. The limit's discovery wasn't mere math, it was a rebellion against complacency, proving quantum effects dictate even the grandest celestial funerals. At its core, the Chandrasekhar limit hinges on electron degeneracy pressure, a quantum mechanical bulwark arising from the Pauli exclusion principle, which forbids identical fermions, like electrons, from sharing the same quantum state, forcing them into a dense high-momentum Fermi sea within a white dwarf's core. For stars exhausting hydrogen and helium fusion, the core contracts under gravity, but as temperatures drop below ignition thresholds for carbon or oxygen burning, thermal pressure fades, leaving degeneracy to resist collapse. Electrons packed so tightly they behave as an ultra-relativistic gas, their speeds approaching c, yielding pressure scaling as density, 4/3, rather than the non-relativistic density, 5/3. Chandrasekhar's innovation was incorporating special relativity. At extreme densities, 10 circumflex 6 GCM3, electrons' relativistic energies limit further compression, capping the mass where gravitational self-energy equals degeneracy support. The formula, m_ch equals sign, 3p2, circumflex, 2/3, c, g, 3/2, 1, MEMH squared, 2p, simplifies to 1.44 m for typical helium-burning compositions, Me2, whereas Planck's constant g Newton's gravitational constant, m_h hydrogen mass, and me the mean molecular weight per electron. This quantum gravity standoff ensures white dwarfs below the limit radiate as black bodies, cooling over eons into cold embers, but above it, the core implodes, triggering runaway fusion or further collapse. In essence, the limit is physics' scalpel, carving stellar fates from the quantum foam. When a white dwarf approaches or exceeds the Chandrasekhar limit, typically via accretion in a binary system with a red giant companion, the consequences are cataclysmic, igniting a type Ia supernova that outshines entire galaxies for weeks, dispersing heavy elements like iron and nickel into the interstellar medium to forge future stars and planets. In single degenerate scenarios, the white dwarf siphons hydrogen or helium, compressing its carbon-oxygen core until degeneracy failure sparks explosive carbon ignition, burning approximately 0.6 m of fuel at 10 circumflex 9K in seconds, unbinding the star with 10 circumflex 51 ergs of energy, equivalent to the sun's lifetime output. Double degenerate mergers, where two white dwarfs spiral together, can surpass 1.4 m, as modeled in 2025 simulations refining merger rates from LIGO's gravitational wave data. These events, peaking at absolute magnitude -19.3, provide uniform luminosities for Hubble constant measurements, crucial for resolving the 2025 tension discrepancy between CMB and supernova distances. Vera Rubin's rotation curve legacy ties in, as dark matter halos influence binary formation rates, but the limit itself ensures these blasts are inevitable endpoints for 97% of stars, recycling cosmic building blocks in a cycle of death and rebirth. Thus, the limit doesn't just decide when stars die, it orchestrates their explosive legacies, seeding the universe with the stuff of life. Observational confirmations of the Chandrasekhar limit abound, from the Procyon b white dwarf's 0.6 m mass-fitting degeneracy models to the 2025 Gaia DR4 catalog, revealing approximately 100,000 white dwarfs clustered below 1.4 m with none reliably exceeding it in isolation. Hubble Space Telescope spectra of Sirius B, at 1.02 m and 8,000 K, match Chandrasekhar's radius density relation, Rm circumflex, 1/3, for non-relativistic cases, while hotter, more massive remnants like those in globular clusters approach the relativistic regime, their spectra showing broadened lines from high degeneracy. Anomalies like the 2018 Assassin 14LP Super Chandrasekhar candidate at approximately 2 m sparked debate, but 2025 follow-ups via JWST's NIRSpec attribute them to asymmetric detonations or mergers, not limit violations. Asteroseismology, using pulsations in ZZ SETI variables, probes interiors, confirming electron degeneracy's dominance and the limit's sharpness. These data, cross-referenced with evolutionary tracks from MESA simulations, validate Chandrasekhar's 1939 monograph, An Introduction to the Study of Stellar Structure, where he expanded the limit's derivations amid wartime exile in Chicago. The limit's empirical fortress stands unbreached, a testament to theory's predictive might in the stellar necropolis. Recent research in 2025 has refined the Chandrasekhar limit's nuances, particularly in super Chandrasekhar progenitors for type Ia supernovae, where double white dwarf mergers can yield combined masses up to 2.8 m, as detailed in Nature Astronomy's June issue modeling a 49 PC distance system spiraling inward over 23 million years. Machine learning analyses at Oxford, published in MNRAs, use Gaia photometry to tweak the limit's constants, incorporating updated Planck scale values for and g, nudging it to 1.39 m for iron core compositions, while FRTLM gravity extensions on ArcSiv explore modified limits in alternative theories, predicting 10 to 20% higher thresholds without dark energy tweaks. Quantum gravitational black holes, per a spirited ResearchGate inquiry, probe Planckian regimes where the limit defies sheer quantum arrogance, allowing micro-remnants below 10 circumflex -8 m to evade collapse via loop quantum effects. These advancements, fueled by Lux Zeppelin's null WIMP results pushing exotic models, don't overturn the limit but illuminate its edges, as in TOV extensions for neutron star transitions at 2, 3 m, bridging white dwarf deaths to compact object births. In 2025's theoretical ferment, the limit evolves from rigid rule to dynamic frontier, challenging cosmologists to reconcile quantum whims with stellar graves. The Chandrasekhar limit profoundly shapes stellar evolution, dictating bifurcations for progenitors. Stars under 8M culminate as white dwarfs if below the limit post-helium flash, cooling via neutrino and photon losses into black dwarfs over 10 circumflex, 15 years, while exceedance via accretion triggers thermonuclear runaways. For binaries, Roche lobe overflow funnels mass, compressing the donor's core until ignition. In AMCVN systems, helium detonations yield A events below full-type Aya energies. Chandrasekhar's limit ensures tilde 90% of white dwarfs hover at 0.6 m, the typical mass from AGB mass loss, as seen in 2025's Subaru surveys of halo populations. This threshold influences galactic chemical enrichment. Type Aya blasts forge 50% of iron peak elements, with nickel decay powering light curves, while progenitor's carbon detonation leaves no remnant, a clean cosmic reset. Evolutionary codes like STARS and MESA, calibrated to Rubin's rotation data, simulate these fates, predicting limit breaches in 10% of close binaries, aligning with observed supernova rates of approximately 3 per century per Milky Way. The limit thus weaves stellar deaths into the universe's narrative, a gravitational guillotine sculpting the periodic table from ashes. Cosmologically, the Chandrasekhar limit underpins dark matter's interplay with baryons, as white dwarf halos, though minor, probe local dynamics with 2025 Vera C. Rubin Observatory surveys mapping microlensing events to constrained substructure. In hierarchical models, the limit caps supernova feedback in dwarf galaxies, regulating star formation efficiency and reionization, where type Aya remnants seed intergalactic metals traced by quasar absorption lines. Chandrasekhar's limit resolves the Aya standardization puzzle, while single degenerate channels hit approximately 1.4 m uniformly. Mergers allow variance, explaining 2025's ACSSN luminosity spreads via delayed detonations. It also ties to the Hubble tension, as refined distance ladders from JWST-calibrated CFEEDs and IA events narrow discrepancies to 1 to 2%, with the limit's progenitors as anchors. In modified gravity like FR, 2025 RXIV papers predict shifted limits, altering supernova yields and cosmic acceleration, testing lambda CDM against alternatives. Thus a stellar rule echoes in the universe's expansion, linking quantum cores to cosmic fate. Chandrasekhar's personal odyssey, from Madras's rigor to Chicago's exile, where he edited the Astrophysical Journal for 19 years, mirrors the limit's tenacity, earning him the 1983 Nobel in Physics, shared with Fowler for degeneracy work, though he modestly credited mentors like Eddington. His 1939 treatise formalized polytropic models underpinning the limit, influencing Oppenheimer's 1939 neutron star papers, which extended it to Tolman-Oppenheimer-Volkoff at 2.3 m. In 2025, as quantum gravity probes Planck stars defying limits, Chandrasekhar's humanism, mentoring Rubin and advocating for Indian talent, resonates, with the Chandra X-ray Observatory's 25th year celebrating white dwarf binaries like SS Cygni. Debates on Nobel oversights for Rubin echo his era's biases, but his limit endures as equitable science, a universal decree, blind to origin, deciding stellar ends with impartial math. Chandrasekhar's legacy, in the star's final gasp, equality reigns. Ongoing questions swirl around the limit's universality. Do rapidly rotating white dwarfs evade it via centrifugal support, as 2025 pulsar timing suggests for millisecond rotators? Or do magnetic fields in polars like AM-HER alter degeneracy per MHD simulations? Super Chandrasekhar events like the 2025 Nature report on a 49 PC progenitor imply merger channels bypass the limit, yielding brighter IA blasts and nickel overproduction, refining progenitor models. Quantum corrections near Planck densities might fuzz the threshold, as holographic ADS CFT explorations hint, but empirical anchors, Gaia's 1 million white dwarfs, hold firm at 1.4 m, as Rubin Observatory's 2025 first light maps dark matter's gravitational lensing on remnants. The limit's refinements promise deeper insights into stellar necrology, ensuring Chandrasekhar's rule remains the cosmos' stern arbiter of when stars, in their quiet fury, finally yield to the void.